Hello everyone, Wolfie checking in for another episode. Today guys, I am doing something a little bit weird, a little bit wacky, and entirely impulsive. I'm going to start an entire new series and an entire new world. I just loaded this world up. It is based off of a seed that I found on Pinterest, but I don't actually know if it has any of the features that said Pinterest post promised, because said Pinterest post did not include the version number that it should be loaded up with. But I do have the floating village that was shown. I don't have, in the picture it had this like giant water caving in to something. But you know what? It's fine. I like this village. I like this layout. It's very pretty. And bonus, my favorite horse is the pitch black horse, which that one most definitely is. So I'm on a roll with it. I'm on a roll with this world. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know what this place is going to be called. All I know is I have not started a new Minecraft world since probably, oh whoa, okay, there might be some cool stuff down here. Oh, yeah. Oh, this place is beautiful. Oh, this place is fantastically beautiful. Oh, wow. You know what? Looking at the water, that has reminded me, the last time I started up a new world was in 1.13. Because all of the ocean stuff had just come out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know how to start. I don't know what I'm doing. So let's figure this out together. Cue several hours of me exploring, starting to get some items, and you know, just the basic Minecraft stuff that you've probably seen a million times. Alright everyone, it's been about an hour and I have made some progress. So I went through all of the chests in the village and at the broken portal, and I got myself some armor. And I also have a photobombing tree apparently. So I got some armor. That was not the key I meant to hit. And I also got some stuff cleared out and set up. I leveled out this bit of area, so we actually have some ground with which to make a starter base. I was originally half planning to make one in the village, but I'd actually like to try and keep the village just for villagers. And suspiciously enough, we seem to be losing villagers, because I swear we had more. So I can at least see 6, which is good. But I want to actually keep my distance. I want to keep my distance from the village for the time being, because I need to keep the villagers safe. And I'm hoping that what I can do is in a minute, I'm going to go light it up. I'm going to try and lock them into houses. All of that shazazz. And I'm going to set up my starter base over here. I have started a little something right here. Yes, I know there is an obnoxious amount of flowers. I like it. Leave me alone. But this is not a starter base. If we look up at the map over here, there are some sheep in this direction. My hope is that I can grab some of them. And I know it doesn't look it, but that is actually my signature sheep farm start. Oh my gosh, there's quite a few sheep over here. Okay, we've got black sheep, We've got white sheep. We've got sheep. Okay, 5 sheep. 5 sheep is good. Oh, oh my gosh! We have colors. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Editing me here, I figured I'd pop in and explain how this farm works, because I did explain it a little bit in this clip. It wasn't very well thought out, and I was stressed and thinking about other projects. So the way that this farm works is you catch a bunch of sheep, you put them in a tall corral, the upper one. Once you get them all in there, they're stuck because they're 2 blocks tall. Once you breed them, though, the babies are 1 block tall, so they end up just falling through that little gap that's in those walls and into the lower corral. Because there's carpet on those fences, we can hop into the lower corral, but they can't get out, and bada bing, bada boom, profits. We've got a ton of baby sheep that will grow into adults, and we maintain our breeding sheep. Super simple. I absolutely love it. Favorite farm. And now it's time for more plans. I do think that I also want to try making a house, but I also think that I want to beef up this area a little bit first. Bring this area a little bit more forward, and then we're going to build a little starter house. So let's get that done now. So it's been 3 days. A lot of things have happened. So I went and I actually boarded up the village so all of my villagers are safe. I got trees going because I actually need a metric crap ton of wood. I went and grabbed some sugarcane. I got a little farm going right there. I can do the F5 things. I am professional Minecrafter. I also have some kitty cats. That did not work. Hello. Yes. Professional. It's a cat. But yeah, also slight spoilers over there. It's been 3 days. It's been 3 days, and most of that was spent designing in a test world for the starter house, because I don't typically build houses. I usually make holes in the ground, or I develop some form of like really weird exotic monument thing and then turn it into a base. And this time I just decided I want a house. I want a legit house. I don't know who I am anymore, but you know what? I'm pretty pleased with the results. And to show you, we're going to come to my test world. So, yeah. I built a house. Please ignore that house over there. That is the only other house I have really designed, and it was for a farm. Anyway, look at this one. Look at this one. We've improved since then. I wanted to make it primarily with stuff that I've used day one materials. Lots of oak, lots of birch. I would have done spruce, but I don't currently have spruce. Lots of like stone, andesite, just things you're gonna get as a byproduct of doing other tasks for bigger projects. I also just realized I missed putting glass in these 2 windows. Okay, we're fine now. But just stuff that is like relatively easy to get. I wanted to centralize it around that because this is meant to be a starter house, and it will be my starter house. It comes complete with lots and lots of nooks and crannies, lots of copper. Guys, I have a confession to make. I am incredibly obsessed with the way copper ages. I love it. You've probably noticed, oh, hi, with the top of this house that I have quite a few lightning rods scattered around. And when this thing is fully aged and gets struck by lightning, I love that look. I love the fact that copper ages. It just makes me happy. But anyway, if we come inside, it is currently empty. I haven't designed much of the interior. I did design this spiral staircase. We've got a balcony. We've got plenty of nooks and crannies. This is kind of the vibe that I'm going for. It's just very simple little pocket rooms that have little bits of storage around. I may actually even bring the storage out by one more. I haven't really decided. I probably won't though, because I like having a little bit more open. I have decided that that's going to be the enchanting room, and I've also decided that this is going to be the bedroom, because this is like the biggest window that I have, and this room is just, mwah, I love it. And then I also am going to be putting storage up here. This may also end up turning into the bedroom. I haven't decided, because this room is very dynamic, and I love the room, like the feel of it, because you've got this area where you can go up here, and you've got this whole like balcony area that you could turn into a bedroom, or like a big storage room, or like a crafting room, or something. And this just cute little nook over here. Yeah, I'm really pleased with this build in all reality. It's one of the first houses I've built, and it also just is very quirky in a lot of ways. There's a spiral flipping staircase in the middle. It's a weird build, but it does have one issue. It needs, I kid you not, 18 stacks of copper, which late game, that's like pennies. Early game, that's gonna take me a little while, and I probably need to get like fortune and stuff before I go after that, just because it's a lot of copper. So the plan got smaller. So I took 2 days, 2 full days to design this house without detailing. I don't have much detailing. I plan on, in all of the window areas, putting like little pots with flowers and having leaves growing around the base and adding some bushes, and like there's gonna be more. This is the blank canvas that has been very lovingly constructed. This took me 3 hours, but is significantly more affordable for a day one design. It is wool. The entire outside is just wool. Various shades. There's lanterns to help keep it lit. There's actually carpets on top of all of the wool so that the top is spawn proof. To give it more of a tent-like aesthetic, instead of using glass for the windows, I use trapdoors, because it looks kind of like a mesh window thing. Instead of a door, I actually have a fence gate, so that if stuff comes out here, I can hit it. Oh, like that. It also comes with full range of storage. I'll give you a little secret. I did already build this on my world, and on it I forgot that wool is a solid block. So I had to go back in and change the back of these chests to barrels. Editing me again. Barrels are also a solid block. I had to change the storage room for a 3rd time. Yeah. But I'm not particularly upset with that, because it does mean that I can adapt the storage a little bit more. I'll show you what I mean when we're back on the world. But yeah, we've got plenty of storage. We've got all of our workbenches. So we've got crafting table, we've got loom, we've got smithing table, ender chest, stone cutter. I don't actually have any, like I have some of these. I think I have enough to craft everything except for the ender chest. Anyway, I also have a auto smelter, so I'll be able to fill up this barrel with fuel. I don't see myself smelting more than 5 stacks at a time of really anything while I'm in the starter base. I also just really didn't want to obstruct the window, so that's part of the reason why it looks like this. I could probably add another chest right there. I don't know. It works. It's functional. This is also a double-decker tent because, you know, realism. But on the second floor here, we've got an enchanting setup. We've got anvils. We've got a brewing stand. I don't actually have candles or an azalea yet, but I do live in a flower forest, and I have seen beehives, so these are obtainable. I also have space over here for a clock, a place to display all of my tools and armor and such, a little bed that I can sleep in, because that is very necessary, and a little bit more storage that will probably actually be for armor and such. Possibly also enchantment books. But this, I did have to bring these out all the way to get a full enchantment range over here. But I like it. I like the fact that it kind of divides it up, so you've almost got 2 rooms on the second floor of this just ridiculous tent. So this is, I'm sure you can guess, being built really fast because I originally decided not to put the time lapse in the video, and then I decided to, so here it is on the world. I love it, and it's epic, and yes. So here it is. We have almost everything here. I haven't yet done the completely wool floor. I do plan on doing that, and I don't have like all of the books yet. I also need to re-dye the beds, but I have the essential part in already, which is the chest, and I've already moved all my stuff into it, so we have quite a bit of various bits and bops and stuff, and I'm pleased with it. I'm pleased with the fact that this is actually working. And then I also, in the time that it took to get the wool, because I only had like 1 black sheep to start out with, which was a really big issue. I didn't have enough wool, so I made up this little farm over here so that I can get plenty of wheat, and then I can take the wheat over, and I also got 2 horses, and I can breed these guys up. Now I have a slight overabundance of black sheep, so I've been trying to breed up the white sheep specifically in hopes that I can get more of them. But yeah, it's been a pretty good success. I have plenty of wool. I'll be able to clean these guys out in a second, and then I'll have a bit more food. I've also been on the grind for trees, as you can see, because with that starter house, the other bottleneck is, of course, wood. Which one? This one. I have a decent amount of birch already, which is kind of surprising because I thought I would have more oak. But yeah, I am pleased with how far we've come in this episode. We have a very cute starter tent. Oh, and I have to show you from like out on the lake. When you're just coming into this area, it feels so flippin' good. Just like, look at that. It's a whole little base camp. It's so cute. I love that tent. And yes, I do know that the wool is not even on both sides. I like that. I think it's cute. And I also discovered, so that starter house that I made is way too big for this space. So I have my eye set on a different location. But that location over there has some challenges of its own that did result in 2 deaths already. So, you know, perfect way to round off the episode. We have protected the villagers. We've gotten a bit of iron. We have most of the super basic farm setup. We have a starter house. Night is falling. If you can see it. There we go. We've got a location scouted out for our starter house, and the base camp is coming along. And we have a really good start here. I'm very happy with this place, and also I forgot, that is the seed if you would like to join me and create a world along with me. So until next time, Wolfie out.